Russia, the whale of whales. Rainbow everything, buying all the sales. In Dokkan battle, I reign supreme. 10K stones, it's not a dream.
What's going on, guys? Brother Russia here, back with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. And today we are going to be taking a look at the full Link level 10 Rainbow TEQ LR BROLY. So we've got him actually all done, all full Link level 10. So he's all done here, fully duped out, fully rainbowed out and everything. This is the build that I essentially went with right here. I went with like a full, basically additional build, plus I gave him more dodge than anything. Main reason why I didn't give him any crit is because he does, in his passive when he's transformed, he does actually build up crit. So he can build up to 50% crit just by attacking 5 times. Plus he gets a chance of performing a 50% crit when there's a pure Saiyan or Earthbred fighter category enemy. So basically you can have up to like 100% chance to crit if, you know, all your conditions and everything are met. Now, I am going to be running this Broly basically just on his own leader skill, which is a 200% movie bosses team. This is the team that we're going to be going with right here. And I figure, you know, we can just hop into the newest Supreme Magnificent Battle versus the Super Saiyan Trio here. Now, the one thing I do want to do is I would like to get my my TEQ Broly on the same rotation as the AGL Broly right here. Might be a little bit of a struggle to try to get there, but I think we can do it. As long as we don't die here, because I mean, Cell Max does need to build up. Oh, we're okay. We're okay. There's what, 4 hits, and then he only needs to get hit one more time, and he's fully built up. So nice and easy. Easy build up. Okay. So yeah, we want to get the TEQ Broly on rotation with the AGL Broly. Now, we can kind of talk about what he does. So when he's in base form, he cannot attack. That's one of his things, is he cannot attack. Why? It's because they made him basically a defensive wall. He's got an entrance animation when he on his entry turn. For 1 turn from his entry turn, he reduces damage received by 90% as the first attacker in a turn. And then he reduces damage received by 70% and extreme class allies chance of performing a crit plus 50% as the second or third attacker in a turn. And extreme class allies get 2 key and 60% attack and defense. So he is a very nice support unit when he's in base form. Now, the best thing about him being in base form actually is the fact that we can support our extreme class units. Now, obviously, you know, we're not going to be doing anything right here, but the one thing you can do is, well, he also gets 200% defense and he guards all attacks. So like him being a slot 1, he's basically going to be a tank here. Like nothing is going to happen to him, which we'll actually go ahead and just do right here. Now, he does have a transformation and it can be activated turn 1, which is to this day still probably one of the best mechanics that Dokkan has, is the first turn transformation. Now, they obviously don't do it with a lot of units, as the only other unit that has it is the physical Angel Golden Frieza. But you can transform him right away, which we're gonna do next turn. The reason why I just wanted to kind of, you know, sit him here is I mean, you know what? I just realized I threw the wrong one off, man. I was supposed to throw my Broly off rotation, not the friend one. You know what we can do? We'll actually just throw Broly off here. You know, maybe we can just kind of counteract it real quick. We'll do this, this, and this. Now, when Broly transforms, this is where he actually gets very exciting. On his 12 key super, he raises attack and defense for a turn and causes colossal damage to the enemy. But on his 18 key, he greatly stacks attack. So he has a very, very nice attack stacker. If we actually put him in the proper spots and get the exact key that we need for him, because the problem with him is actually he's got a key issue. Yeah, so like we're sitting at 256k defense here, 269k I guess, with only 2 links active. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and transform him. So we'll get the legendary out. Okay, so now that we have him out, let's talk about him real quick. So he gets 3 key, 260% attack and defense. He reduces damage received by 50% unconditionally. And for 3 turns from his entry turn, he gets an additional 26% damage reduction. So we basically have 76% damage reduction right here. He gets an additional 150% attack and defense when he performs a super. He gets an additional 1 key up to 5 and a chance of performing a crit plus 10% up to 50% with each attack performed. So all we got to do is just do 5 attacks on him, or with him. It can be normal attacks, it can be supers, doesn't matter. We just have to do 5 attacks. He launches an additional attack that has a high chance to become a super within the same turn after he receives a hit. So that's, if we put him in slot 1. Or he gets a additional 200% defense before attacking, or I should say, and he gets an additional 200% defense before he attacks, and he guards all attacks as the first attacker in a turn. So slot 1 utility right there as a guarding 200% defense before he attacks. And then he launches an additional super attack as a second or third attacker in a turn. And then gets an additional 3 key and a chance to perform a crit plus 50% when there's a Pure Saiyans or Earthbred Fighters category enemy, and disables the attacked enemy's actions once within the turn when key is 24. So us fighting the Goku, well actually no, fighting this unit right here, they are not on Pure Saiyan or Earthbred Fighter because of Trunks is not a Pure Saiyan and Vegeta is not an Earthbred Fighter. So there's a little bit, little bit of an issue there with that, but I don't think it's really, I don't think it's going to hurt us too bad or anything like that. Let's do this, give you just a little bit more of a buff. Okay, so we got hit first, which means now we have a high chance of performing, or of doing another super attack. Okay, perfect. So there's the second one. And the first one was an 18 key, so it did stack our attack up. Okay, so here, us being a slot 1 unit, we're gonna just tank this, no problem. Yeah, literally no issues whatsoever. Now, next turn, we should have Broly, and we should be able to transform him too. The one thing we can also do is, once we get his domain active, and we get TEQ Broly's active skill active, we can start doing some pretty solid damage. Well, I should say, as long as we live this, this Broly needs to survive. Oof. Dodge. Okay, good. Oh, please dodge. Oh my god, now we're gonna die because this unit doesn't dodge. I give him full dodge, he doesn't dodge. This is what happens. We always lose because of this stupid trio. I'm really tired of seeing this stupid stage info completion thing. Okay, we'll do this. We'll just hop right back in. Same team and everything. But we'll make sure that we can actually get... oh, look, we actually have a Broly and Broly together. This is the friend Broly, okay. So let's do this. I'm going to throw that AGL Broly off. Yeah, we'll throw the AGL Broly off. We'll get him on rotation with my Broly. And I think actually when he comes back, we should be able to pop his, domain actually. If I'm correct, or was that turn 5, I think? No, his should be turn 4. Okay, how much is this going to do to us? Okay, not bad. Now it's type disadvantage as well. But yeah, I've used this Broly quite a few times already since I've rainbowed him, and he's actually been pretty fun. Now, the biggest thing is his best linking partner is actually the old TEQ Super Saiyan Broly that does transform into like the legendary Super Saiyan Broly. The problem is that guy needs an EZA so bad, which we should probably see in part 2. And if we get that, then we can, you know, run the two of them together on the same team, which would be amazing. But the problem is we just have to wait and see and make sure we get confirmation of that. Now, the one thing we do know is the Int Dokkan Fest Broly. He is actually getting an EZA, so we do know that. Let's do this. So let's go ahead and pop this. Let's get him, you know, out and about early. We'll just give you that. Yeah, see, here's the thing, is Broly's biggest issue is literally key. He just literally has a key issue. So I know like he can build up the key, you know, we can get up to an additional 5 key, but we definitely need, I feel like, a little bit more than that. So again, 18.2 mil. We are actually getting a 50% attack raise right here as well, because we are doing because the 18 key does stack. I kind of wish the 12 key did as well. So, you know, it's a little unfortunate that the 12 key does not. You know, I mean, it does, you know, raise our attack and defense for a turn, but I think the 18 key of that Broly is actually very well, with the fact that we can greatly raise our attack. Is this Broly gonna get me killed again? Dude, this Broly trio is not helping me any. All right, so we are back. I don't know what happened. I don't know. My game literally, like, that's the first time my game has actually froze like that, and I couldn't do a single thing. So very, very weird phenomenon there. Maybe it just doesn't like the fact that I'm trying to record this 100% video or something. I don't know. But we hopped over here to the Beast Gohan Supreme Magnificent Battle fight now, just so we can, you know, actually get him his full buff of attacking, or of, you know, when we're fighting a Pure Saiyan or a Earthbred Fighter category unit. Now, this Beast Gohan obviously is a Earthbred Fighter unit. So we are going to be getting the additional 3 key, and we're going to get the extra 50%, or, and we have a chance, I should say, of performing a crit plus 50%. Okay, go ahead and just pop off like that. Of course, my Broly is in slot 2, or in slot 3, you know, pretty typical, always has to ruin everything. So we'll do this. I guess it doesn't really matter for you, and then we'll just leave you right there as our little defensive wall. Now he does give, now the base form Broly does give 60% attack and defense as a support unit in either slot 2 or 3. So we do actually like him for the extreme class team setups. What I really want to do is I want to get this Broly, the AGL one, I want to get him transformed. I want to get the TEQ Broly transformed. I want to make sure that we get his active skill up and running. And then have the domain up of the AGL Broly as well. That's going to be like the big thing. That's what I really, really want to do. Which I think should be possible. Obviously, it's not going to be this turn or next turn, but maybe like one of the next following turns here soon. Okay, so you're actually supering the defensive wall. You're not going to do anything to him. Yeah, nothing. This Broly might actually be like very good in Super Battle Road as well, because you can just kind of, you know, throw him in slot 1. We'll go ahead and transform you. You can actually just throw him in like slot 1 and just let him tank all those hits. So, you know, I'm not saying he's bad, but there is an option for him. I think this cell max should actually be pretty like built up too now. Yeah, I think he should be like fully built up now. Yeah, he's built up fully defensively now as well. Now, I did bring this Turles because I wanted him for support, because he does buff planetary destruction. So we're at 19.1 mil. Okay, that's actually fine. Into a 12.9. Again, I want to pop his active skill because this Broly's active skill does actually give him 26% attack and defense and 3 ki for the rest of the fight, which, as we all know, is very, very, very strong. So let's do that. Give you that, and we pop you like that. So you're gonna have your full dodges. So not next turn, but the turn after, we should have, you know, like what we want. So like next turn, I'm probably gonna just pop Beast Gohan's, or not Beast Gohan. We're gonna pop like a Ghost Usher, I think. Actually, no, we might not even have to. No, that's fine. You can actually, yeah, that's cool. You can put him right there in slot 1. We're okay. Yeah, actually, that's cool. I guess we'll just give you a full 24 ki. Why not? Oh, wait, I forgot his entrance animation's over. That's on me. That's on me. I forgot that his entrance animation's only for 1 turn. Hold on. Let me get back to that, like, same section of the fight. I'll be right back. Alright, guys. We are finally back here. So I have actually already popped Broly's active skill. So we are already getting the 26% attack and defense. Now I'm gonna pop this Broly's domain. Or I should say, I guess it is his active skill, but we are popping his domain. So now with his domain up, extreme class allies get 10% attack and defense, plus an additional 10% attack and defense for characters who also belong to the Exploding Rage or Movie Bosses category. Increased damage received by superclass allies and enemies by 10%. So I'm actually going to do this. I'm just going to pop this little Ghost Usher, just, you know, so we're safe and out of the way. So this Broly is getting an additional 20% attack and defense. Plus we're fully built up here. So we got the extra 5 ki, we got the 50% chance to crit. Then on top of that, we do have him in slot 2, so he's going to guarantee additional super, and we do get the extra 3 key, and we get a chance to perform a crit plus 50% when we're fighting a Pure Saiyan or Earthbred Fighter category character, which this Gohan is a Earthbred Fighter category character. Now we have like all of our buffs up and everything, so we are sitting at 436k or 438k defense, which is, you know, not terrible. So let's use this. Let's go ahead and pop this and pop this. See what kind of damage we're actually going to be able to do here. All right, Max, I need you to not like go crazy and kill Beast Gohan. 32.4 mil. Now that's actually very good. And again, this was with no like, this is no support units or anything. This is just the domain active. And that's it. The domain active plus the links that we had. So actually very, very good right there. And I'm sure, you know, this Broly is going to just do 1.5 million supers and probably finish this fight. But I think I kind of wanted to see what I wanted out of that Broly. So he does, you know, for the first turn after his entrance animation, he has a defensive wall. If you might get lucky, he does have 200% defense, and he does guard on his like after the entrance animation is over. So yeah, if you want to save him for like a turn after that, you can do that. The other thing is you want to transform into like the legendary Super Saiyan Broly pretty much like as soon as you can as well, because you have to wait until his next attacking turn before you can pop his active skill, and then you definitely do want to pop his active skill right away, because that just gives him 3 key and 26% attack and defense for the rest of the fight. So it's almost like one of those that you just have to, you know, you just have to do that just to make sure that you get the most out of his attack and everything like that. And, you know, to also make him a very good defensive unit. But there again is my build. We went pretty much full additional. We did give him 12 dodge, and we didn't worry about the crit. So let me know down in the comments below what your guys' thoughts are on this Broly. If you guys are enjoying using him, or if you kind of wish that he was a little bit better. Like I said, I mentioned this in my 55% video, but I really wish that this Broly actually had a useful base form, because we have no good base form Brolys. So I figured if, you know, he was actually really good in base form as well, maybe that could give you like a different variety on what you can use, or like how you want to play with this Broly. But, you know, I guess the only thing that they didn't want to do is make him actually good in base form. So they just made him unable to attack at all and just wait until, you know, until you transform him. But there you guys go. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you guys did, hit that like button. And if you guys are new here, hit that subscribe as well. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.
Brother Russia, the whale of whales, rainbow everything, buying all the sales. In Dokkan battle, I reign supreme. 10K stones, it's not a dream.